Hello YouTube, welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the Pacific Northwest, in that little place of Belfair, Washington, Hickville, USA as I love to call it. So welcome to my channel. I am going to fix my camera. It's like cockeyed for a minute and it's bugging me, so give me a second. There, much better. So this is my May 2025's Paper Pumpkin Alternative video number 5. So this will be the last video that I show you everything that comes into the kit. So in this one, you know that saying, fly by the seat of your pants? We're going to kind of do that with this one because I didn't write anything down really. But I had started prepping this 2 days ago because today I was out with my Aunt Carol all day. And then I realized, oh my goodness, I don't have a video up for Saturday. So I better get this done. And I only have like 50% left on my phone. And so we're going to get this video done and it'll air tomorrow for everybody. So I appreciate your patience with me. I really do. So Tia's back there. If I don't know if you hear her little huffing and puffing, she's back there rolling all over the dog bed. Don't know why. So this kit is called Mountain Majesties May 2025's kit. Now I'm going to tell you, we're going to be doing something with one of these card bases, and I really hope you like what I've come up with. So you could have made 3 of this card, 3 of this one, 3 of this one. Now we do have 3 different envelopes, which is always, I love this. I love that they're different. They're the same pattern, just different colors. So we have Misty Moonlight, Lost Lagoon, and Petal Pink. On the back, as always, this QR code would lead you to a video to show you how to put this kit together as it is designed. A visual of everything in the kit. Now, I cannot say this kit is lacking because it has a lot of pieces. It just doesn't have any bling or twine, but it has lots of pieces, but they are very, very repetitive. And I will not be using those pieces in that manner. I can't bring myself to do it, guys. I'm sorry, I can't. So with that being said, we're going to go through the coordinating colors are Basic Black, Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, Mossy Meadow, Pecan Pie, and Petal Pink. But that doesn't mean you can't bring in other colors. One of my favorite color to use with this kit is Night of Navy. I like it better than the Misty Moonlight. That's my personal preference because I want it a little darker. And that being said, I did just put my ink pads away, so I want to grab it again, and I'm gonna grab the Night of Navy. So this one down here, of course, would lead you to this set of 4 dies called Hugs a Bloom. Now I will tell you that these coordinate with April, May, and June's Paper Pumpkin kit. This one is the one that coordinates with this set because it fits the You Mean the World to Me. Let's see later on if I can find a way to put that together, those two together, and come up with something. So let's go through the stamps. So you Mean the World to Me, For a Wonderful Man. We're going to use this one today. We're going to also use For a Wonderful Man. I'm making a card for my hubby, by the way. You're the greatest. I love you. You're the greatest. Or no, You Mean the World to Me. I love you. That's what I'm doing. I almost forgot, but I know I mounted the I love you because I wanted to use it. And I don't think we're going to be using the birds. Maybe the little tiny one. So we have 2 bird stamps. You have this long one and these little ones. No having to cut because they already did it for you, right? So as always, I love you. Best dad ever. You're the greatest. Happy Father's Day and happy birthday. I'm going to set this aside. And we're going to go through the kit. And then I'm going to show you what I'm bringing in. Because I did do prep work. It's just that I need to get this video done. So you get a spot. And my stuff is a little bit messy because I've been digging through it, right? So you get a spot, some dimensionals, and tear tape. And now I can put the dimensionals in that. I will keep these little baggies, guys. I keep these because these are great. For when I'm doing a project and I need a little baggie to put stuff in, extra bits. So this is going to go over with my tear tape. This will go in my spot container because I don't need to show that anymore. Let's get into what the kit comes with. So let me just grab it all out here. All right. I'll just start putting it all back in here, we're going to start with the card bases. So we have this one, which I would call this the water card base, because this to me looks like the water. This could be, you know, I wouldn't necessarily say meadow, but maybe a hillside overlooking water is what I kind of picture that one being. Then the next one, this I would definitely say is a desert landscape. And deserts can have seas with them, so that's what I'm going to call those two. And then we have our petal pink envelope. This is our mountain one. And we are not using a card base for this card. We are using the ephemera. Let me show you. This is what I mean by it's very repetitive. So this is part of the ephemera. It goes along here, just like that. It is identical. I cannot in good faith just cover that up. I can't do it when I can make a card with this and a card with this one. So today we're going to be using that piece. This is the card base. So we have this image, and the trees are the only real difference in the little tree line, but it just keeps going. So that is another one. This is the Misty Moonlight envelope, which we will be using the Misty Moonlight envelope on this one. So those are our card bases. All right, now we're going to look at some of the ephemera. Now, most of it is vellum. There is some cardstock. So we have this green piece here, right? We have this blue piece, which is meant to go, let me show you. This is meant to go like this, and then that's supposed to go on the card base, and it just covers everything up, which to me is absolutely, you know, head scratching. But so we're not doing that, but we're going to find good uses for our pieces. So we're using this piece. I need to undo that to get into the goodies. So here is some more ephemera. I used these two already, cut into them for a card. So that one can go in the recycle bin. Ooh. So we have this two water images here. Oh, we only used one of them. There's the other one. This, you could use this as part of a mountain. Do you see that? That would work. I'm going to show you that in a minute. So we're going to keep that one out. And then, so you have on this piece, you have this piece of ephemera. You have this piece of ephemera, which they had you doing this, right? Cannot in good faith do that either. That just bothers me terribly. And then they had you do using this and one of the white sentiment pieces layering behind this. So we're not doing that either. We're going to use something else. We're going to be stamping it right here. This is great for something else. We're not going to be using that. We're going to be using this piece. But I'm going to put all of these back in there. This, we're just going to go back in there. So this is our Lost Lagoon envelope, which I did the water scene with. And in one of these is our sentiment strips. So we have these white ones and these white ones. And then we have more ephemera, and this is for the desert landscape. This is the desert landscape. This is what I mean by it's repetitive. These are for the water one, and more petal pink. So that is that. And I'm going to shut the door. Hold on. Everybody is getting a little rowdy. TT, come. TT, come. I don't know why, but my hubby's being a little rowdy in there. Hank is not feeling well. He stayed home from school today. And we have him confined to quarters, actually. Gave him a cell phone and said, call if you need anything, but please do not come out, because none of us want whatever it is that you have, child. We do not want it. And he's been a good egg. When a child comes, especially Hank, who does not like to take any type of swallowing of a pill of any kind, you know, it's you practically almost got to hold the kid down to get him to take it, right? When they come to you and ask you for Tylenol, that they feel feverish and they feel really bad, you know they don't feel good. And that was Hank this morning. So let me show you what I'm bringing in. So we're going to be using this blue Misty Moonlight envelope. And I think we're going to get away with just using the flap. So let's go ahead and cut that apart. I'm going to cut the entire envelope apart just because that's how I'm going to end up using it anyway. So you cut the flap off. This is what I think we're going to get away with only using it. I'm going to cut off the sides. We're cutting it open to utilize it like DSP. I'm going to open this up and cut off the back. Now I'm going to keep these aside just in case I need them. But I'm going to show you some options here. So this is from the kit. Now I already showed you we're using this from the kit. Now I already glued layer number 1. So I have a white envelope, a white card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Layer number 1 is 4 1/4 by 5.5, and I've glued that already down. I tried to do some prep work, and then I'm going to show you some options you can do with this vellum, but I have die cut a couple of tree die cuts because I showed you a bunch of stuff I was bringing in. So these are the Majestic mountain dies from Stampin' Up. This die right here. I do not know what happened to my piece of paper from the die set. I don't know where it is, but I wrote them down. Yes, they are retired. I also die cut some of these trees because maybe you have these. These are a possibility. They are not what I'm using, but I want to show you. You might have these here. This is what the stamp set looked like. I'm thinking if we do this, we're going to be stamping that just to give it a little... I'm not sure yet. I was thinking. So the next thing I did is I die cut these trees. And I want to show you these because these are very close to the look of these trees. And there are 3 sizes of these trees. And this was, oh my gosh, one of my favorite stamp sets and bundles. It had DSP with it, and you probably already know which one it was. It was the Peaceful Cabin. It coordinated with a paper pumpkin, and this, guys, I mean, I almost think you could bury me with this set. It was I must have made 100+ cards. I know like 35 cards for a friend, all like this. With this, it was just absolutely beautiful. I thought it was stunning. So it was this die, and this die that did these little trees. And these are the trees we're going to be using. And I think I did plenty of them so that I could have them for later on. But I just wanted to share those with you. I'm going to set those aside. And I do not need... all of those are going to go in the box of goodies. So let me show you what I was thinking. So we have this layer. Now this is going to have to be trimmed down to 4 by 5. Well, it just needs to be trimmed to 4. So I'm going to take it off of this end. And I will have the measurements written in the description part. So this is right now at 4 1/4. We want to take it to 4 because I want you to see the black border, because I think with my black trees, you're really going to get a feel for the look of this card, and it's going to be kind of a dramatic look to it. Now, if this wasn't all blue, because this is a reflection of the sky, this would be a beautiful night sky, right? Do a little white flecks for stars. It would be gorgeous. So here's my envelope. Now, I'm going to tell you, this envelope flap cuts down, if I'm not mistaken, this cuts down to 1 3/4 beautifully. So we're going to trim this square, turn it this way, and cut it to 1 3/4. All right. Now I know that this needs to be at 4. And I really think this is going to work just perfectly. Do you see our sky now? Right? Yes, it's not 100% perfect. I'm going to turn it this way because those little bits kind of look like a cloud to me, right? It's not perfect because, look, we have this. So you do have options. You could add this layer in here, right? To bring that in, and you would have that mountain. But to me, this just, it doesn't do it quite what I wanted. You could, of course, look at all this that they have you waste, because they have it like this, right? All of that is wasted down here. All of that. I just can't do that. Of course, you could turn it this way, but that's more white on the other side, so that really doesn't work either. But either one of these, one is a little lighter, it looks like, maybe not just the way it is. So you could use these if you did not have a mountain die, and there are other, you know, mountain dies, but we are going to use one of these like so. So you're going to see this is going to get cut off here. It's going to be okay, because when I cut this off, I'm just going to scooch that over back in here. So our sky now, you will not be able to tell that it doesn't matter. And you know what? I don't need to stamp it because this goes beautifully with this. So this is what I'm using. Do you see my picture here? And then we're going to bring in my trees. I already have glue dots. And I know the tallest one is going to go there. The littlest one is going to go in this area. That's my daughter arriving home. And this one's going to go here. Now, my stamp, I am going to be stamping directly into the water right about here. I'm making this card to give my husband ASAP because he spent hours and hours and hours. Oh, and I forgot to tell him the new modems arrived on the front porch. I didn't even go get them. The dogs were barking. They scared it was a new delivery person from Amazon. It was a woman, and Lucy barked, and Lucy barks like a lion roars. She is ferocious sounding. And then Boone barked, and he jumped up on the sofa, and then little Zed jumped on the sofa and was barking at her. And my daughter has something for me. Where is it? Give me about 20 minutes. She's like, I have something for you. Okay. So what was I? Oh, the Amazon person. Guys, she must have, I'm surprised she didn't hurt herself on the front porch, because there's lots of stuff on my front porch. She was scared to death. And I left the package. I forgot all about it, but I will tell him, because he ordered new modems for the house, trying to fix my issue with YouTube Live. And bless his heart, he didn't go fishing. It was a gorgeous day to go fishing, and he didn't do any of that because he took my stuff into the house. He switched out all the modems, brought them out here. We took everything apart. He tried, and it just did not work out. I mean, he was definitely a sailor that day. Let's just leave it at that. Definitely a sailor, and love him to pieces, and he tried. So this card is for my hubby. So let's get this card going. For a Wonderful Man. And the mountains, we're just gonna, because that is so perfect. Okay, let's do this card, right? Do you see my picture here? I think you all do. I hope you do anyways. So let's get this card done. So layer number 1. Layer number 2, I will have it listed as Mountain Ephemera, cut down to 4 inches. I'm not going to measure from here to here because it's the only mountain ephemera, but it is cut down to 4 inches. Now, I could glue it. I don't want to glue it anything. I don't want to glue anything, but I am going to glue this in place here. from there, I'm going to glue it right about there. I wonder what she has now. This morning I went outside, saw her off. She's like, oh, Mom. She's like, look what I bought you. I'm like, honey, what'd you buy? She bought a plant for the hummingbirds. It's gorgeous. I just don't know where we're going to put it in the garden because it's kind of like there's so much stuff in the garden, but I set it out there. I haven't found the direct, it's full sun. It's really pretty. They're pink. They almost remind me of like a little trumpet, you know, a little, I'll have to take a picture of it. I was looking up where best to plant this little flower, so have to look for that. That was so sweet of her. Kind of wondering. She said she was going to buy a kiddie pool so we can bathe the dogs in the heat. Like the dogs want to be bathed in the heat. They don't. And she can't do that anyways right now, but all right, let's get our mountains on here. We'll take it to the edge. Oh, look at that. We don't, oh, well, look at that. It popped right off. I'm getting it right to the edge. Wonder, nope, it's got to come right there. I don't need to do anything to it, but I am going to stick it in the guillotine because I want a nice straight edge. And guys, I couldn't cut a straight edge if my life depended on it. Don't save me. Don't, because it's not happening. It's not happening that way. It's not going to happen. I would need a lot of help. Okay, let's see. We could, I do not like that at all. That is not going to work for me. So scissors. I don't like that at all. So we're going to do that. And then make this more of an angle there. And let's see. I like that, or do I want to put... Nope. Let's see, it almost hard. I thought about trying to make one of these look like Mount Rainier. That would be really cool. Oh, we do need to put this like right we needed a straight edge on that side. Well, sort of, to make that work. So let's see if I can cut some more from this end, because I don't like it looking the way it did there. So if we offset this, I do 2 layers, right? This is where it's exact. I should not, can I undo it? Hold on, let's see if I can undo this. I can. We are gonna redo this one. We'll keep that for something else. We need to do this more in the center so I can cut a straight edge. Yes. Okay, we're just going to reglue it. I just need to keep more on the sides. And the glue is either really cold or I have a goober stuck in my glue bottle. I have a goober stuck in the glue bottle. It's free now. I can hear it. Maybe. Always something. Nope, it is so not free. Okay. Oh, sometimes I need a Q-tip. Just get it all out at one time. There we go. And stick it through. And there's the goober. Is it still worth it, Alice? Yes, it is. My daughter's going to think I'm never going to get done. Okay. Maybe. It's cold. Did I tell you guys what Justice and I tried to do the other night? You guys are going to laugh. So the other night, on her phone, she gets notifications about different things. And one of them was that you could possibly see the aurora borealis, right? So we have one of those security lights that light up the backyard. Yes, like a runway. It does. And purposely made my hubby put this up because of my little dog, Tia. And she's like, hey, Mom. She's like, can you get Dad to turn that camera off? I said, absolutely not. He's got it hardwired in there. You can't just turn that off. She's like, oh, okay. I said, why? She's like, because I want to see the lights. I said, okay. She's like, I'm not sure if we can. She's like, can we cover it up? And I said, sure. I said, we can cover that thing up. You know, I said, how are we going to cover it up? So we took an eye mask, a sleeping eye mask, a night mask, right? Because it's got two lights that go like this. So we pushed them in as far as we could. And we took a towel, and I was standing on a stool outside. And I'm trying to wrap the elastic cord around the base of this light and keep the two eye parts of the eye mask on top of the lights. It did not work, guys. But oh, we fiddled with it for quite a while. And no, it did not. It did not do the job. The sensor was like, you know, something's in its way, and it just made the lights. Oh, that's so perfect. It just made the lights light up that much more. And we even took a dish towel and put a dish towel in the eye mask to try to do it, and that didn't work either. She was like, the lights. And I said, I know, but there's no way to turn those lights off. So that was quite comical of us. It was funny what we can try to do. All right, so our mountains are going down, and we're going to get one opportunity to stamp. And yes, I'm going to stamp once I glue it onto the card, because I'm not going to put it on the, well, I guess I can put it on the Stampin' Pierce mat. I just thought it would have enough of cushioning, right? But because I'm only going to get one opportunity for this. Oops, it needs to go up a little bit more and over. And down a little bit in that corner. Down a little bit. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, it is beautiful. I think it is. Okay, Stampin' Pierce mat for a wonderful man, which needs to get the smushy because I haven't used it yet. Night of Navy coming in. Because that's the color I want to use. And we're going to go for it. Making sure it's going to go this way. I know I want to stick the wonderful right there. Going down. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yes. All right. That is done. Let's go ahead and stamp the inside. Now I've already done the smushy, have I? If I haven't, we're going to do it now. Just to make sure. I can't remember if I've done it. But it's stamping really nice, so apparently I have. And then the I love you, I know I have not done. Right there. And 3 little birds up in the corner. And we're going to put these little birds. Ooh! We don't want them here. They're not ducks. But we're going to put them up in the sky. Just like that. And this is going to, oh, let's stamp our envelope. We're going to do a thank you from December 2024's Paper Pumpkin, because I am telling him thank you, though I don't need to, but I am. Right there. And we're just going to put the wee little birds right there, because I am going to go give it to him when I'm done with this video. Though he can't keep it yet, and he keeps every card. Every card. He has a file full of them. And I do mean this. A file full of my cards that I make for him. I love that about him. Okay, so we're going to peel off all of these. I don't think I need that, though I am losing my nails from working in the garden. They are breaking like crazy. So we're going to put this one kind of off to the center, like so. Maybe a little glue under there. This one. This is the bigger one. Oh no, we're going to have to move it over a little. Maybe I'll do another I don't want to do another tree. I only wanted to do 3. Maybe I'll put this one. Nope. This one's going here. Okay, there we go. So we're going to add a little touch of glue to the tops because we need to. At least these guys. To keep them glued down. Now, you could do more, and that's a little crooked, but he's not going to mind. He's going to tell me it's a cool card, because he will tell me that, whether it is or no. Actually, my husband wouldn't. He would tell me if he didn't think it was a cool card. So there we go. To a wonderful man. You mean the world to me. I love you. And that is my envelope. And that's all. Let me see. Let me say, what if I just add? Yes, I think we just need to add that little bit more right next to it. So I can't help it. I can't. I'm sorry, guys. I just can't. And then we're going to add some black wink of Stella. I love these little trees with this. I just love them. Okay. So the black wink of Stella, pardon my reach, please. Now I could go over the birds if I wanted to and make them darker, but I don't want to. Now I don't know if you can see that, but it does. It's very, very subtle, but it is great. It will sparkle. I wasn't going to put the wink of Stella on the other trees. Don't make me. I don't want to do that. There we go. You can see it. Oh, I'm just like, Okay. We have to do the black-winged Stella on the other trees. I'm trying to think, do I have any black of anything to put with these? Like, I have the blue. I don't think I would like that. Meaning the blue stones. I could put those on this card. This card is not going anywhere. Black-winged Stella. The blue rhinestones, right? Oh, my oranges are still out here. I haven't taken those inside yet. Let's see what these look like. These have a little blue in them. That might be too big of a size to put on here. What I might do is 1, 2, and 3. Sometimes I do put things in 3 and then 2. And where would I put the 2 though? Oh. Yes, that's what we're doing. And look at, there's that lone, how the white ones, the clear rhinestones, get in the different compartments. I don't know. It's not like I shake this thing up like I'm having a, you know, a shaking party or something. I don't. I mean, it must have been before I got it. So that's my only guess. So we are going to scoot those aside. 1, 2. Oops, that one picked it up. Now I can't give this to them until they dry because I don't want them to, I'll go visit with my daughter for a while and then take it into him. So there, now we are completely done and I still have to load the video. So I hope you guys like this version of what I did with the card, and I hope some of you might have these dies. If you don't, I did show you the other dies as well. You could also stamp some trees in here, but I wish I would have made that a little straighter, and you could have done it in black. I just wanted it subtle because it was in the reflection of the water. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to go see what my daughter brought me. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again here soon in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now.